with a 9070 XT model, zoomed in and made it all the way through the ranks and made it as a #1 seller on Amazon's GPUs. I bet NVIDIA didn't see this coming. Let's dive into this. Hey everyone, it's your boy LockTech back again with more tech news. We are again yet fresh off the heels of the 9070 launch. That's a 9070 non-XT and a 9070 XT, and more stuff coming out and more of the impact they have made so far is really coming to fruition and show how much people really wanted to get their hands on these mods, despite what anyone says as far as the pricing, whatever. People are just tired of NVIDIA. Who knows? Well, I can't blame them considering everything is there's NVIDIA tax, tariff tax, and different color tax on top on NVIDIA. So they charge you extra like everything else for white models of their GPUs. That's 5070 Ti, 5070, 5080, and 5090. So I haven't seen this much of an AMD turnout as far as people really wanted their GPUs in such a long time. It's crazy that our model made it to the top one, in the top 10, made it to the #1 spot within the first couple of days of the 9070 series releasing. And that model, my friends, is the XFX Mercury. I believe it was the white one with the low or LED, the RGB bar. Can't remember exactly, but I believe it was the XFX Mercury. Anyone who knows or buys AMD stuff knows that AMD has a certain set of GPU manufacturers, like AMD partners, that a lot of people get. And XFX, Sapphire, and Power Color are usually the top three, and they all kind of alternate and trade blows as far as pricing, popularity, stuff like that. So I just got a note in the articles when I was going through, just researching on my merry day, just seeing what else coming out outside of the X3D CPUs, and then it got slapped with this article, and I believe it was on either WCCF Tech or videocards.com. One of those two, videocards.net, I mean. They produced the article and actually have statistics with a link inside that article. Y'all can check out, just Google video cards or whatever and look up the one I'm talking about. And they actually have statistics there of the models that we're selling, and even a non-XT variants of the XFX Mercury, like the Quicksilver and the other lower end ones for the non-XTs, we're all in that top 10. So even though the Quicksilver made it at the Mercury made it at a #1 spot, it's still ridiculous considering these things just came out. And if I remember correctly, XFX is one of the more expensive ones, at least this GPU launch, and they're even pricing higher than Sapphire and Asus for their 9000 series that they released last week. So I don't know who tried to pay $800 for a GPU that was supposed to be MSRP of $600. At max, I'll probably give you $80 if to be in the safe zone still for AMD custom board partner model for any video card. But yeah, over $200 is kind of a bit of too rich for most people's budget, including mine. But say what we may, but the XFX model, that particular one, the Mercury, made it as a #1 seller within days of the 9070 XT launch. So this is crazy. If anything, everyone was saying praises about the Sapphire Nitro design, because to me and a lot of other people believe that the Nitro Plus 9070 XT has the best design in this generation out of all the video cards. The Power Color ones look good too, but Power Color seems to have a hard time adjusting to changing their designs, and the Red Devils are all the same or close to the same of previous generations. And maybe it has some more bling or more like polygon shapes or some more RGB, but their model for this generation reminds me of the last two generations of the Red Devil. So it's like maybe they ran into innovation as far as designs, but Sapphire, which is why me and many other people call Sapphire the EVGA of AMD GPUs. Even Steve from Gamer's Nexus calls them the EVGA of AMD, and they've been holding that title for ages and ages and ages. All you old heads know back in the day how they had the ATI when Sapphire was ATI. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They always were very good with their box art and their card designs, even way back then. So I was actually surprised that the Nitro or any Sapphire was not outselling Array just how the XFX did, because it's significantly cheaper than the XFX and it either matches or beats it in benchmarks. The XT variants of the Sapphire Nitro the Sapphire Nitro and other Sapphires, along with the same kind of tier levels of the XFX. They kind of trade blows, but they do get hotter and they are louder than the Sapphires. Sapphires are always known for design, reliability, overclockability, aesthetics, and how cool and quiet they are. And no one has taken that title from them yet. So I'm actually really surprised that his XFX had made the top out of the top 10, made the number one spot. But let me know what y'all think. Are you surprised that these things just flew off the shelves on Amazon, especially with the brand XFX being that they're the most expensive of the lineup from what we've seen so far, competing with Asus's tax and Asus's prices. But I'm just surprised. Hopefully, the Sapphire take back the one spot as far as the selling, but then we gotta go back to availability because people are still waiting for stock. A lot of people didn't get lucky to get the one they wanted because things just flew off the shelves. But until then, y'all let me know what y'all thoughts in the comments below. This is Boy Lock Tech signing out.